Welcome back to Core Techniques and drawing a sine graph. In this video, we are going to be drawing curved lines using the sine function. We will be using the data densification techniques as well as table calculations that we've explored in the past to draw this data visualization. So, without further ado, let's get started by looking at our data source. As you can see, very simple data source. One column, 3 rows. All we have is path, which is the column name, 1 and 360. By taking those two numbers, we are going to densify to create a lot more. So create this in your notepad, text editor, spreadsheet application. What we are going to do is select this, copy, and we are going to paste this directly into Tableau. Boom, done. Once again, Tableau likes to help us out, but let's clear the visualization. And let's get started with data densification. So, as we've done before, let's go to Path, right click, go to Create, select Bins, and set the size of the bin to 1 and press OK. We are going to create our index calculated field. So right click on a blank space, create calculated field. Let's call this index, and in the formula we are going to type index. Ensure that the calculation is valid. Beautiful. Apply. OK. Now we are going to plot our simple line. Take index, bring it onto columns. Boom. Not too much, not too exciting. I want you to change this, the mark type, to circle. As you can see, we only have one circle at the moment. That's fine. We are going to rectify that right now. So let's take path bin, bring that onto rows. As you can see, there's a lot more points now because path has been brought into play. Right click, make sure that show missing values has been checked. Now I want to drag this into detail. Again, gone, which is fine. Now we are going to modify the compute using of index. So right click on the index calculation, go to compute using and select path bin, and voila. Data densification in action. We now have hundreds of points, which is great. That gives us our 1 to 360. Now what we want to do to finish off our curve is to use the sine function to create an object that will sit in the y-axis. So let's go in, create new calculated field. Let's call this y. Let's type sine. Remember, one thing is that sine requires your values to be in radians. So that's where we are going to put our index function. So sine, radians, index, calculation is valid, perfect. Apply, OK. Let's take y and bring that onto rows. And boom, there we have it. So we have all of the circles going around in a simple curve. Let's make that entire view. As you can see, there's a little problem. It doesn't seem to start right at where we want to. It's because index starts at 1. So let's edit our index calculation. Let's subtract 1. Let's click OK. And here we have it. Let's change this to a line type now. Now we have this beautiful, smooth sine curve. Now this is what we will be using more often than not when creating bespoke visualizations. We will be taking advantage of trigonometry, the trig functions, so cos, sine, tan. These will play a big part in our drawing of bespoke data visualizations in Tableau. So this is a simple curve. Next, we are going to leverage the cos function to actually draw a complete circle. So this was a very quick chapter. However, if you think about the build-up, we've talked about index, we've talked about Windows max functions, we've talked about data densification. We've built a visualization based on data densification, which was the shaped bar chart. However, now we are adding curvatures. We are drawing interesting patterns, and this is going to progress for the rest of the section. So, hope you enjoyed this. It was nice and quick, but see you in the next video.